it's kind of fun. Or it looks like it has the potential to be kind of funny. So that's why I wanted to watch it. Now, I'll go over here. We'll be here, I think. And take those off for now. Alright, so I'm not gonna say what the premise is with this one. Just so it can be a little bit of a surprise, although you can probably say already. But it looks like it's gonna be good. I hadn't seen this one yet, so I'm really looking forward to it. So let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
You hooked me up with this Doomguy for a collab, but how exactly do you know this person? Yeah, so my ex-girlfriend's dad, he went to college with a guy who worked with him at the county fair before he was the Doomslayer. Okay, and you'd say he's okay, right? Like he's cool? Yeah, man, he's totally cool, but here's one thing, just don't play any, like, metal music or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult. I gotta go. No!
Uh-oh.
No!
Okay, that was probably one of the best opening for one of Scott's episodes that I've ever seen. That was awesome.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And today, we have a very special episode. When it comes to video games, one of my favorite video game series is Doom. And my favorite weapon in that series is the Doomslayer Super Shotgun. I have always wanted one, and today, I finally have one. So this behemoth of a shotgun that I am deeming the Doomslayer Super Shotgun is an 8-gauge double-barrel shotgun with 18-inch barrels. You have a fiber optic front sight, double hammers, double triggers. It's a little...
Okay, chat. This may sound crazy, but I may have used to have had one of these. Like my family, like my parents had gotten a hold of one. I think it was my dad had gotten a hold of one. I don't know where from. I'm not sure exactly how he got it. But the fact that it's a manual double hammer like this, and the breech release lever, it wasn't a sawed-off. Bear in mind, it was not a sawed-off. But and the stock wasn't as glossy as this. But it looks a lot, no, it was very old, didn't function properly. I think one of the hammers actually would not, if memory serves, one of the hammers wouldn't even stay back properly. So it was non-functioning, but it was like full barrel length. It was not sawed off like this. It was full barrel length, which is basically add about 3/4 of this length onto the end. So it was big. It was long. But I mean, Lisa, the one that we had was not sawed off. It was not a saw. And Lisa, I don't know where he got it from. It was kind of, I don't know where exactly he got it from. But it looks like from the accents here, I think I may have had the same kind. I don't have any. I haven't had it for years. I do have a couple of muskets. That I kind of inherited. They're kind of broken. The one's still in decent shape. I had an axle. I think it was. I'm not sure if it's because I've never had it properly gated. It's either Civil War or Revolutionary War era musket, sawed off. The barrel on it's actually sawed off, but it has the loading rod, so it's loading rod, and the action on it still works, so I can cock the hammer. And then I have, I believe it's a Civil War era carbine rifle. This one, unfortunately, the hammer on's broken. The actual top side of the hammer right here is broken off. So like this part of the hammer still exists, and I can cock that back. And unfortunately, the stock is really badly broken. So that one's in horrible shape. But the actual musket is actually reasonably good shape. That one I still have. I still have it. In fact, it's sitting probably about 10 feet away from me right now. I keep them both in like protective bags. But yeah, it's just kind of something I inherited. It's really neat.
Is an 8-gauge double barrel shotgun with 18-inch barrels. You have a fiber optic front sight, double hammers, double triggers. It's a little worn and beat up. You've got the stock all wrapped up. It just looks nasty, and I love it. In the video game, the super shotgun delivers more damage than most weapons, so I'm very excited to see how this double barrel 8-gauge does in real life. I'm going to show you the ammo real quick, and then we're going to start blasting.
Just out of curiosity, it's been a long time since I looked into Doom. Does the secret gun? No. No, I don't have a secret gun base. I mean, cool. Have a little arsenal, but no, I don't. It's just stuff I inherited, that was kind of passed down to me. Because my parents had no need for it. They were literally, it was sitting in their basement for years. And they just said, "Would you like these?" And I said, "Sure." And I took them. I am curious though, for Doom aficionados, is 8-gauge canonically the gauge of the Doomslayer Super Shotgun? I don't know. I actually don't know if 8-gauge is canonically the Doomslayer Shotgun. Okay. So according to this, it is more likely to be anywhere from 6 to a 4-gauge based upon the 2016 representation. Regular shotgun would be somewhere around 12 or even 8-gauge. So according to this website that is called Doomguy, which looks like it's just like a forum, it suggests it's set based upon its appearance. It looks like it's either a 6 or a 4-gauge. Yeah. So 6 or 4-gauge would be. I mean, there's varying opinions. Some people are saying it's a 12-gauge. That I don't think it's 12-gauge. But I don't think. Here we go. Doom Wiki. Let's look at the Doom Wiki. Let's see. Does it say? It doesn't give the gauge on the Doom Wiki. It doesn't say what gauge it is. So, based on the fact that it's Doomguy, based on the fact that it's Doomguy, I'm gonna say a 6 or a 4-gauge is much more likely. Than like a 12 or an 8-gauge, just because it's Doomguy. When he has a weapon, it's a beast. So, 6 or 4-gauge sounds about right. But obviously, Scott couldn't get his hands on 6 or 4-gauge and probably couldn't hold the 6 or a 4-gauge firing both barrels simultaneously.
So today I have some ammo from the Doomslayer himself. These are 8-gauge shotgun shells. As you
Well, I just looked in the wiki itself. That's what I was just doing. I was just looking in the wiki myself, and it doesn't actually give a gauge. Yeah, according to Supon, it's a sawed-off break-action double barrel in contrast to the original, which is a pump action. And the combat shotgun positioned by the breakboard turrets of the troops taking, calling it super shotguns. It uses the same ammo as the shotgun, but twice the rate. It says the upside is it uses the same ammo as the shotgun, but offers 3 times the stopping power. I mean, based on the like I said, going out based upon the description. Yeah, based on the description, it looks like a 6 or a 4 gauge. Then, yeah, I mean that's the thing. This is also sci-fi, so who knows if it's even a gauge that exists in modern day. It may be, it may be some super specialty shell or gauge. So, and see, I love those shotgun shells. Those are cool. I want to say, I want to say again,
Ammo from the Doomslayer himself. These are 8-gauge shotgun shells. As you can see on the bottom of the shell, it says 8-gauge in Doom hieroglyphics. On one side we have the Doom symbol, and on the other side you have some Doom hieroglyphics that are supposed to spell out Kentucky Ballistics. And then for some size comparison hieroglyphics.
But do they? Okay, I don't read Doom hieroglyphs. That's cool. I wonder where he got these shells from. And he obviously had a special order. That's cool.
That are supposed to spell out Kentucky Ballistics. And then for some size comparison, here is a 12-gauge shell just to show you how big these shells actually are.
Damn, Scott.
So when thinking about a target for today's video, I thought that a Ballistic Dummy Lab zombie torso would be perfect. This thing has green blood, lifelike flesh and bones, and looks like a revenant from the game Doom, minus the shoulder cannons and jetpack. Did you know that it's against the law to not wear pants? If you're like this guy here, you're in luck, because today's sponsor is 511. Personally, my favorite kind of pants are khaki tactical pants. They're durable, they're comfortable, and they're
It's been a
loaded with
while
pockets
since we've heard
for
a
things like your
advertisement
cell
from
phone,
Scott.
your wallet. There's a candy bar holder. There's room for Gatorade, silly string, jumper cables, rubber chickens, deodorant, WD-40, an air horn, even an extra pair of pants. Not only does 511 make some pretty snazzy pants, they also make some other snazzy stuff. They got t-shirts. They got windbreakers. They got compression shorts. Those are supposed to be under your pants. Nuh-uh. They got shoes. They got stretchy jeans. They got rifle packs. Highly durable. So pretty much, 511 is awesome. And you know what else is awesome? 20% off. Right now, if you use code KB20, you will get 20% off all non-sale items. This is good online or in one of their many retail stores. And this offer is good all the way until July 11th. I know some of you can get annoyed with sponsorship sometimes, but I'm really excited about this one because I've been using their products for almost...
Well, chap, that sale is still on. That sale's good until next month. I think. Maybe. Or when, I'm not sure the date this came out. Maybe not. Maybe not. I could be wrong.
A decade. So a big thank you to 511 for sponsoring today's video. Be sure and check them out. Use my link in the description down below. Take advantage of that 20% off discount code. And now let's get back to the video. So now it's time to start testing out our Doomslayer Super Shotgun. I'm going to start out with the weakest of rounds and then work our way up to the most potent. So first, we have some Doomslayer 8-gauge number 8 shot.
Eh,
Okie dokie, here we go. Let's pull both these hammers back. This should be interesting. I've never shot 8-gauge before. Wow! Both went off.
look at those circles that came out of it. That wasn't just shot. That had other things, because that wasn't a shot cup either.
Wow!
That had other stuff in it.
Both went off. I was wondering why that kicked so hard. Well, you know, I was going to wait until the end of the video to pull both triggers, but it looks like we already got that out of the way. Not really sure what happened because I pulled the rear trigger. I'm guessing that the sheer recoil from this super shotgun set off the other hammer unintentionally. But if I'm being honest, that was pretty awesome. But Mr. Zombie would not agree. He got absolutely tore up. So up next, we're going to step it up to some Doomslayer 8-gauge aught buck. This is smaller than double aught buck. That means there should be a lot more pellets in there. Okay, this time we're just going to do one barrel at a time. So let's do the left barrel first. Ah!
Oh, wow. That did so much more damage. Holy crap.
That tore him up, and that recoil was much more manageable. I'm going to hit him.
Well, Wagyu, wait for it, because he does all kinds of shots. He may do a point-blank shot on this at some point.
One more time. Here we go. So it appears to me that the 8-gauge Doomslayer rounds are packing quite a punch. And as we increase in potency, Mr. Zombie is definitely feeling it. The number 8 shot mostly did surface damage, but they still almost made it completely through the zombie. But the aught buck did a lot more damage. As you can see, he is leaking now, and we had several pellets almost make it completely through him. The super shotgun is not the only weapon or tool that the Doomslayer possesses. He has a lot of other things in his arsenal, and one of which is called the blood punch. And you know what? I have wanted to punch one of these things in the face for a very long time. So I'm going to take this opportunity to perform a blood punch. You are going to watch me break my wrist on this zombie's face, and you're not even subscribed. Hit that subscribe button!
Unfortunately, I don't have any firearms to torture it with, nor do I have anywhere to shoot said ballistic dummy. But holy, I would not want to get punched by Scott. He punched my ears off. He punched these little guys. He punched these off. Wow. No, I'm not into torture. No, torture is not my thing.
So as you can see, my punch is not as potent as the Doomslayer's blood punch. Here we have the zombie's face, and as you can see, his jaw is broken, but it is nothing in comparison to if the Doomslayer would have punched him in the noggin. So next we...
Kaboom, can I suggest maybe going to a gym and punching a punching bag? I've heard it can be quite therapeutic.
going to step it up to quintuple-aught buck. That is 5 zeros. These are 44 caliber pellets loaded in this 8-gauge shell. It should pack quite a punch.
Yeah, I occasionally come up with a good idea now and then.
All right, here we go. Boy, them hammers are stiff. Let's go for his lower section. Oh!
Then a lot of those pellets made it through too.
One more barrel. Here we go. So at this point, I'm going to say the quintuple-aught buck is definitely your top choice when it comes to taking out monsters. The number 8 shot and the aught buck did a lot of damage, but they did not make it all the way through. This time with the quintuple-aught buck, we did a lot of damage, but we also made it all the way through. As you can see here, we have several exit holes and we have several holes in our table. I would say that it's time to step it up to our next round, but I've discovered some other problems. So it appears to me that we have an infestation of cocodemons. We have a rather large one here that has laid several eggs, and the only solution for this is a super shotgun. It's really hard to see in this helmet. I don't know how he does it. That super shotgun
Took old man position.
really did the trick. So up next, I have a round that the Doomslayer would probably actually use. This is an 8-gauge shell, and inside it possesses 1,000 grains of swan shot. Swan shot is basically little droplets of lead. So as you can imagine, this should be pretty damaging.
Interesting.
Here we go. Oh!
I didn't. Not sure how I feel about that one. It didn't seem like it did quite the same amount of damage.
Oh!
I retract my statement.
Okay, swan shot. I'm going to say is Doomslayer approved. That is just awful. It's falling apart right now. Up, up, up. Oh no. Ew, that is...
That looks like something out of Doom. When he first walked up and the head slowly coming apart like that. Oh my.
Absolutely. Oh my. So at this point, I'm going to say that the swan shot has probably broken up into much tinier pieces. So I have some here to show you. This is what swan shot looks like. That is droplets of lead. And as you can see here, it causes quite a bit of damage. I don't feel like any of it made it completely through the body. Here's a big piece right here. Just a tiny little sliver left of it. One little droplet is not going to do much damage, but 1,000 grain is going to cause some pain. So our zombie is over there falling apart, so I'm going to hurry up and get to this. I have the 8-gauge shotgun loaded up with 2 800 grain 8-gauge slugs. Let's see what they do to the remnants of Mr.
Okay, predictions. We need predictions. We need predictions. 8-gauge slug is going, I think if he hits it in the chest, I think it's going to tear the rib cage apart. I think an 8-gauge slug is going to tear this thing up. A slug? A shotgun bullet. So not like not like the buckshot. Huh? I don't understand what you mean. Well, if you mean like is the term slug used for bullets, it's not. A slug is a solid shotgun round. So instead of having that spray of buckshot, it is a single big shotgun round. So it's essentially it is a shotgun bullet to be really simplified. So this is gonna tear a giant hole through this thing, especially if he gives it both barrels at the same time. I don't know if he's going to, but this is gonna tear through this dump.
Mr. Zombie here. Oh! I'm going to step up just a tad for this last one. Here we go. Oh! Yeah, those 8-gauge slugs are not playing around. So let's have a look at Mr. Zombie here. We had 2 good hits with the 8-gauge slugs. They blew right through him. And actually, one of the slugs blew through the zombie, and then it hit the table right here, then hit this metal rod, and it is right here on the ground. And it's still mostly intact. Look at that thing.
What?
So when it comes to the Doomslayer's 8-gauge super shotgun, if I had to pick one ammo to take out the evil monsters that I would be facing.
Okay. What's he gonna pick? I think I already know what he's gonna pick, but what do you think he's gonna pick for which type of ammunition is he gonna use for which ammo would be his personal choice for using in the super shotgun against zombies? What do you think? I have my suspicions, but I want your guesses first. Okay? The swan shot, okay? Wagyu, which one do you think? The fat? You talking about the slug, the last one he shot? The last one they just shot? As I think his personal choice is going to be okay. So Wagyu's with the slug. Kaboom, you're saying swan shot. Yeah, swan shot. I also think it's gonna be swan shot. I think that's what he's gonna pick as his personal choice.
I think I'm going to go with either the quintuplet buck or, honestly, the swan shot. It was pretty nasty.
It's not Doom without the chainsaw.
If your super shotgun does not do the trick, you always have the option of a chainsaw when you're in the realm of Doom. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. What did you think about the Doomslayer Super Shotgun? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a big favor and give it a like. And if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on Kentucky Customs, Kentucky Ballistic Shorts, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a Doomslayer costume. Totally joking, I do not have any of these, but I do have some pretty awesome shirts. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time. Rip and tear!
He goes through so many tables, it's not even funny.